Hello, my name is Jessie, and this is my macro level planning presentation. The community schools model has been adopted by some school districts, but none in my community in Idaho. The model is a collaborative effort between the school and the community's resources to meet student needs, which intend to increase the students' capacity to succeed. The population is all students within the school district, and the need is a central resource for all students within a school district to access mental health services, a food pantry, and a clothing closet. It is important to note that the needs could change depending on the school district and what the constituents state as their needs are. The schools have become a hub of the community, responding to not only the students' academic needs, but their biological and psychological needs as well. So how is this their job? By meeting these needs of the students, they'll have increased ability to succeed in and outside of the school setting, which is not possible without collaboration and community partnerships. The literature discusses the efficacy of collaboration among community agencies and community partnerships in the school setting. Authors of the related literature agree that students have varied and complex need, and school-based interventions are essential to student success, and through collaborative partnerships, behavioral and attendance issues can be addressed. Rural students have less access to community resources, but rural schools serve as the central location where social capital in students is built. Rural schools have also experienced higher rates of poverty and chronic absenteeism, and it's more common among those living in poverty. There are some statistics here about additional risk factors that rural students are facing. The program will provide students access to mental health, clothing, and food without their families or students needing to seek outside resources or arrange transportation or pay for the services. The program would provide a clothing closet, peer support groups, community engagement events, and school-based mental health services. These are important to provide because food insecurity is associated with behavioral, academic, and emotional problems and is directly linked to absenteeism. Students living in poverty are more likely to experience mental health problems that require them to miss school to attend the appointments, or if their family is providing them. And if they're seeking it with this resource, some are unable to do that. And students with inadequate clothing and shoes are often bullied and stigmatized by their peers and teachers, which also serves as a contributing factor to missing school. Although there's some community schools found across the country, every community school program will be different because each community has different needs and resources. The major stakeholders are the community partners and mental health agencies, students, families, and the schools. My role will be to build relationships, secure funding, plan events, facilitate connections for student needs, create the needs assessment, and evaluate the program. Possible community tensions would be the inability to serve those outside of the school district, such as neighboring towns or siblings. Community opportunities that are the agencies in the neighboring towns, they may want to participate in the program and increase the ability to serve more students. Politically, some administrators might not support these services due to varying value systems. So what do I know? I know that the problem is pervasive among students and the program can positively impact those in need. I know that mental health, food security, and clothing needs are common needs among students. Meeting these needs will increase resilience and social capital, contributing to the students' overall success now and in the future. And what do I still need to know? I need to know how many students this program will serve, what agencies will be interested in participating, and what services they will provide. Does this leave any service gaps? What needs are the highest, and what funding is available? The target is to increase resilience in at-risk students, Positive change will be families actually using the services, and a needs assessment will be conducted to learn about what the community needs or wants. This survey would be conducted by each family in an anonymous paper survey returned to the school for review. So who's involved? The school district administrators, counselors, and teachers, which are often the first line of defense in identifying needs and referrals. The owner of a centralized location to hold groups, house the food pantry and the clothing closet, potentially a vacant building or a church, mental health providers willing to offer pro bono services, local food bank for food donations, and existing community agencies who have a similar mission and values and serve the same population. And last but not least, donors. The main collaboration will be between the program, the school, and the agencies providing the resources to the families. And importance on marketing will be stressed. If the community does not know about the program, partnerships cannot be made and needs cannot be met. Key stakeholders are the families needing assistance, social workers facilitating the program, and anybody just offering services to the students and the school personnel. Primary assets of the program is that there's a robust network of community agencies that can address the student needs and the ability to increase access to students without the constraints of business hours, transportation, or finances. The strengths of the program are a centralized location and the partnership in the schools, along with a small geographical location. Resources are the existing organizations that offer similar services to learn from when meeting the needs of the population. Maslow's hierarchy of needs is the theory that guides this intervention, which is basically just meeting the lowest level needs first to allow individuals to achieve their full potential. Here are the program's goals and their corresponding objectives. You can pause if you'd like to read them. Success will be defined by student needs being met in a timely manner. We will evaluate the program regularly to determine if there are new needs, unused services, and just gain general feedback from those utilizing the program. We will gather and assess quantitative and qualitative data to gain these insights. The program is sustainable as long as participants are utilizing the services and the community continues to support it. This is why gathering clear data is very important so we can show stakeholders how their services are benefiting the community and in what ways. Here is the program's timeline for the first year. I want to highlight that the needs assessment will be conducted semi-annually to gain insights into the revolving needs of the participants and how we should steer the program. The primary resources needed to have already been touched on, but for clarity, the top 6 resources needed are mental health partners, food partners, clothing partners, the central location, group facilitators, and funding. Potential challenges are that some families need services and may not want to interact or cooperate with social workers or school administration to allow their child to receive the supports. Also, they may not fill out the needs assessment, which will skew the data. Agencies that provide these services are already often overworked and may have full caseloads and would not be able to help even if they wanted to. More students may need help in the program than we can support, especially in the initial stages, and community members may push back due to conflicting values. The elevator pitch of the program is, are you concerned about the well-being of students in our school district? And do you believe that every child deserves access to mental health services, enough food to eat, and proper clothing to thrive? We do too. And that is why we have developed this comprehensive program to help make a difference in the lives of students. Our mission is simple: to fill the gaps in mental health, food insecurity, and clothing poverty, ensuring that every student has the resources that they need to be successful. And here are my references. Thank you.